Hi, my name is Dillon Patterson, and coffee ruined my life. I remember my first cup of coffee. I was at my grandma's house, and she pulled out a little styrofoam cup and put in some ultra black Folgers coffee. And I remember tasting that for the first time and thinking to myself, how do people even like coffee? And I tried adding a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar, and it just didn't hit the mark. I remember the first cup of coffee I ever liked. My older sister came home from high school and she had some vanilla cream, and we poured about equal parts of cream to the coffee, and that made it tolerable. But I've always been on the pursuit of the world's best cup of coffee. I remember the first time I ever went to like a coffee shop and walking in and seeing all the sights and hearing the sounds and just smelling the fresh coffee in the air and hearing the sound of a steam wand just making milk froth. And I remember the first time I ever tried a latte and thinking, man, this is pretty good. This could be something. And ever since then, my passion for coffee has grown, and now I get the privilege to work at this coffee bar, trying to make the perfect cup, trying to serve something that invokes that same feeling I had when I had the first cup of coffee that really changed my life, and trying to replicate that for other people, putting a smile on their face when they look down, they see a little bit of latte art, and they go, wow, this is something that's going to bring me joy. The first drink I really liked was a caramel high rise. It was so sweet, it was so velvety smooth, the creamy milk, and the caramel just really was tasty. And that's kind of what got me on specialty drinks. I really loved lattes. I liked going to a one-of-a-kind, not a chain coffee shop, and just getting the drink that was their specialty. And seeing the baristas create the art was like such a cool, visceral experience to me. And then I started by making my own coffee. I'd come into the shop and just start making my own coffee, trying to figure out, why does this taste good, or why doesn't this taste good? And really the pursuit, trying to make a cup of coffee do something that maybe it couldn't even do, and pushing the boundaries, pushing the limits. And really eventually I got to the point where I could make milk taste so sweet to me that I didn't need to add anything else. I wouldn't add any vanilla, any caramel, just the milk tasted sweet on its own. And then I started thinking, what if I could push the boundaries with a manual cup of brewed coffee at home or at work? And I would come in and I would try to make the perfect cup, make a cup that tastes so sweet. Even though there's nothing in coffee that is sweet, there's no sugar component, could I make a coffee bean sweet to the tongue? Could I make it taste like something more? And that's the pursuit of coffee I've been on, whether it's a specialty drink, a latte, whether it's my black cup of coffee I have every morning. Every morning I take out my V60 and turn on my electric kettle, get that rolling, and I grind some fresh coffee, and I'm in pursuit every morning for the next best cup of coffee. And it all starts with fresh coffee, whole bean coffee. A lot of people don't understand how much that unlocks in terms of flavor, in terms of nuance of what you're drinking in the cup and how that reflects to your palate. And so it starts with fresh coffee and perfect temperature water. And we pour it in a little tool called a V60. It's just a little dripper. And every morning I drink a black cup of coffee. It's funny how I went from drinking something that needed to be equal parts sweet cream to coffee to now truly enjoying coffee. And it's a journey that I've been on, discovering these flavors. And it really started with that first cup of coffee. And I love the fact that coffee unites people, it connects people, and it's something that, regardless of the language we speak, regardless of the views we have, it's something that brings us together, unites us, whether they want just a hit of caffeine or they want something that's truly inspirational, something that transcends just a drink. And that's what coffee has done in my life.